In a significant development for Canada's economic landscape, Prime Minister Mark Carney has announced that the federal budget will be presented in the autumn, deviating from the traditional earlier release. This decision underscores the government's commitment to delivering a comprehensive and well-prepared fiscal plan, especially in light of the current global economic uncertainties. During a press conference in Rome, following his attendance at Pope Leo XIV's inauguration, Carney emphasized the necessity for a thorough budget. He pointed out that the limited time available to the new cabinet made an immediate budget release impractical. Carney also highlighted upcoming international events, such as the NATO summit and ongoing economic discussions with the United States, as factors influencing the timing of the budget. The government's priorities include enhancing public sector productivity and addressing defense spending and tariff relationships, particularly with the U.S. Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne had previously indicated that only an economic update would be provided this year. In response to political criticism, Champagne noted that 70% of retaliatory tariffs against U.S. tariffs remain in place, reflecting the government's stance on trade relations. During his visit to the Vatican, Carney also engaged with key global leaders, including Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. These meetings are seen as preparatory steps leading up to the G7 summit in Canada, where economic strategies and international collaborations are expected to be central topics. The decision to delay the budget comes at a time when the Canadian economy is navigating through complex challenges. The Bank of Canada recently held its benchmark interest rate steady at 2.75%, citing the need to assess the impact of global trade uncertainties, particularly those stemming from U.S. trade policies. Governor Tiff Macklem highlighted the dramatic shift in U.S. trade policy and its potential repercussions on global markets and inflation expectations. Yes. Furthermore, the Canadian economy experienced a contraction of 0.2% in February, driven by declines in goods-producing industries such as mining, quarrying, oil, and gas extraction, and construction. However, early estimates indicate a modest growth of 0.1% in March, suggesting a potential stabilization. The annualized growth rate for the first quarter is projected at 1.5%, reflecting cautious optimism amid ongoing economic challenges. In the housing sector, a Reuters poll indicates that Canadian home prices are expected to underperform general inflation this year. Economic uncertainties, particularly those arising from trade tensions with the U.S., have led to decreased home sales, marking the steepest drop in almost 3 years. Average home prices, already 16% below their pandemic peak, are forecasted to rise by only 2% in 2025, slightly below the anticipated overall consumer inflation rate of 2.1%. As the government prepares to unveil its budget in the autumn, Canadians are keenly observing how these fiscal strategies will address the current economic challenges and set the course for future growth. The emphasis on a well-prepared budget reflects a commitment to navigating the nation through these uncertain times. What are your thoughts on the government's decision to delay the budget? Do you believe this approach will lead to more effective economic policies? Share your perspectives in the comments below.